For this repair, you're going to need your 4mm Allen wrench that came with your product, as well as the 10mm box wrench that came with your product. And we're going to be installing a new M6 lock nut. We are going to be going through the nut replacement on the pulleys. We have had reports of some nuts loosening up, and so we are offering a higher strength nut to replace the nuts that came stock in the pulleys. So, to replace this nut, the first step is to remove the pulley body. So, to do that, let your cable come loose. We're going to loosen this main bolt about 4 turns, 3 turns, and then we're going to loosen these 2 bolts all the way until the nuts drop out the back. One nut. There's the other nut. Now, keeping this together, we're going to rotate it and let those bolts drop out. There go the bolts. Now we can pull this pulley body off. You see we can separate this. Now we're left with a nut and 2 washers here. So this is the nut that we're going to be replacing. So we can back this nut off. And we're going to be installing this new nut, which is a very heavy lock nut. So you'll feel it thread on the first couple threads and then get very tight, and that's normal. You will need to put it on with a wrench. So go ahead and install it with a wrench. And we're going to put it on until there's about 1 millimeter or 1 full thread sticking out the tip. Now once this is on, we can go to putting the pulley back together, pull these washers up to the nut, make sure they stay there. We're going to reinstall this pulley body over. We're going to do the hex nut sides up. So put this body over, make sure those washers fall into this little cavity there. Bring the top over, same thing, make sure the cable's in, make sure the washers are in. We're going to drop the nuts into those homes. Put pressure on the nuts, rotate, and then drop these bolts in. We're going to tighten them down one at a time to make sure they get the purchase on their nuts. Snug that one up. And then finally, this last bolt. And now your pulley is back in good working order.